Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to check if a user has opened up your app for the first time or not. So for this thing, we are going to import a module. We're going to import Pickle. Now for this Pickle module, you are not supposed to do any pip installs. This is a default module that comes with Python. So yeah, I'm sure everyone has this Pickle with their Python. While you have installed, this should come with Python. Right, so what Pickle does is it creates files, it stores data. So we're gonna store some data. We're gonna check if it's the first time they open up the file. So if it's their first time, then we're gonna do some displaying and stuff. Say you want to create a disclaimer. So we're gonna display the error, like the disclaimer, and then we're gonna create a file. And the next time they open up the Python program, it will scan if the file is available, and if not, then it's the first time they're opening it. So how this works is I'm gonna check for a file. So pickle.load. Load just means you're loading up a file, and let's open a file. Let's call it. We're gonna try to open check file, check.dat. We're gonna check if it's there or not. So RB, right? RB after this argument. RB stands for read binary. So we're gonna check if it's there or not. If it's not there, then it's gonna produce an error. To stop that error, we're gonna use the try command and accept. What's the error? File not found. File not found error. So if there's a file not found error, then that means it's the first time they're opening it. If there's no error, that means they've already created it. Not as a yes or no. Think of it as if this file is available, then it is a yes. If it's not available, then it is a no. And yes stands for they have opened this file before. And no stands for no, they have not opened this file before. So first it will try to open up this file. If this file does not exist, no. This is the first time they're opening up the file. I mean this app. The first time they're opening up this app. If this is not available, it's the first time they're opening up the app. So here we can place our disclaimer. If it's the first time, then we can place our disclaimer. And then you'll think that's it. So it will check if it's the first time or not, and it will display a disclaimer. That's not it, because if it's the first time, we display their error, done, and now we need to create a file. Why? Because if you've created a file, then it tells Python that, okay, this user has went through the disclaimer thing. We're gonna create a file. So he did the disclaimer thing. He watched he read the disclaimer, and now let's create the file. So we're gonna dump it into a file. What are we dumping? Let's dump some. Let's create a variable. Let's call it check. Let's say if you delete this file, there is gonna be a disclaimer. Yeah. So here, let's go up here and dump check into this file, which is check. .dat, comma, WB, which stands for write binary. So I believe this is it. So what it does is once it starts the program, it will come to this third line. It will try to perform this, which is to open a non-existing file. Now say it's the first time you're opening up this file. It's the first time you're opening up this file. So it's gonna come here, it'll try to perform this command. And now this is not an existing file because it's the first time you're opening it, right? So it will come down here. The first time you do it, it will come here. It will try to run this. It will not try to run this. It will run this. So it will print the disclaimer on the screen. Then it will define this variable. Then it will dump the variable into a file. Now let's see if you are not the first time here. If you have opened this file once before now. Now that does not make sense. If you've opened this file before, let's see how this works. So you try to run this and it will work. And 1 second, this is a returning command. So I need to store in a variable. We're not going to do anything with this variable for now. So it will try to put it in the variable and it will work because this file is already created. It will put it in the variable and it will move on with your code. It's the second time. Let's say hi. Now let's see if what I told you is correct or not. So I'm going to open up this tutorial file. So here we're going to run cmd. So here, if you type cmd, it's an easy way to open up cmd in the directory you want. Instead of writing cd and navigating to your directory, you can just open up cmd there. So here you can type Python, and then the name of your file, Python. Mine is app.py. You could have anything here. This is your app here. So Python app.py, enter. Now it will run up your file. If you're using a text editor that is like VS Code or Sublime or PyCharm, then you have the built-in run thing, and I don't have that because this is Atom. Okay, see this? It's the first time I opened this, so it put this disclaimer, and then it presented me with my code. Now let's say this is the second time I open this file. This is the second time, right? It's just gonna say hi. How wonderful. Now if I open up this file, what does it say? Let's take a while. Okay, it says if you delete this file, there's gonna be a disclaimer. Now let's try to delete this file. Let's try to delete this file. And now let's open up cmd and run the app again. Disclaimer. How wonderful. And a tip for my fellow programmers, if you're using cmd like for me to run your Python codes, you can use the up arrow to paste in the previous code. Say I'm gonna do a command. Say I've done a rubbish command. I can press the up arrow to get the command again, and another up arrow to get the previous command, and the down arrow to get the next command. So yeah, you can use this for your advantage however you want. And I think that is going to conclude my tutorial. This is extremely useful for people who are trying to make disclaimers or notifications, like disclaimer-ish, notification-ish type of stuff. Thank you all for watching, and you can make this in any text editor or IDE. You can even use by default IDE shell that is downloaded with Python itself. I recommend using some kind of text editors or IDEs. I'm using Atom Text Editor because I like the way it looks. The colors, the way everything works and looks. It's just nice. So yeah, I'm gonna conclude the video here.